We are here. You got the back bed of the regular songs? Welcome to the Corpsepaint Show, where we have been encouraging people to think for themselves since 2016, and we're very proud of that. My guest co-host today is Velvet Mystique.
Hi.
And today you are ectoplasmic whore. Just briefly, what does that mean, Miss Velvet?
Well, that's in reference to Ghost Babes,
Okay.
Our future ghost hunting show with me and Janie Slash.
The-
And I'm definitely an ectoplasmic whore. I invite ghosts to fondle me and everything.
Oh, okay. So, just so you know, guys, they're starting a ghost hunting show.
They're like, wait, out of context, what's going on?
I'm there with you.
Yeah. I mean, there you go. So we're proud to have in the studio Baring Teeth to talk about transitive surgery, getting locked in a van, and any other road stories that you guys want to share. And a big congratulations to Velvet. You hold up that Decibel magazine for on page 20 in this cool edition. I think it's the most recent of Decibel. Big highlight on you guys, and you're mentioned on the cover as well.
There
Thanks.
they are.
Andrew, you got to be proud of that.
Yeah, no, I'm very, very excited. I still need to buy one. I've been very slow in doing so, but
I've got 3.
Well, let me ask something. Like the picture, did you just go start a bonfire and you took that, you know, or
pretty much.
Okay.
Yeah.
Literally that, yeah. My parents had a piece of land and they had large pieces of lumber. We just decided we wanted something kind of cult-like for a photo. And
That's cool.
Yeah,
that's kind of
cool.
what we went for. It was actually pretty difficult to take some of those photos because of how hot it was.
Oh,
I was standing
oh.
close to it and
Yeah, Jason is like covered in fire in that
I
photo.
definitely
man.
remember his dad like with a hose. You know,
Yeah.
Oh.
trying to prevent the whole place from burning
Because at one
down.
point it was.
Yeah, it got a little out of hand. Yeah.
Yeah.
in danger.
It was embers were going up into the branches of some of the trees around there, so
Dangerous.
Very,
it's
very
getting a little
windy.
rough, yeah.
Yeah, to put that out, you might use something like liquid death.
Wish we'd had some.
Death to fire, I guess, and also death to your thirst.
That's right.
This will decapitate your thirst. Liquid Death is a partner of ours, and I was telling you guys about them. So
Yeah.
keep it in mind. You can order it directly from their website or on Amazon.
Nice.
Yeah, very good. And so if you're a metalhead and you want to look like you're drinking a beer, but
You're
you're
straight edge.
and you're straight
Yeah,
edge.
fair enough. Yeah.
Maybe you don't want
Or
beer all night.
You're
Yeah,
done
so-
with your bender. You just want to hydrate, you know?
Like, think about your drummer. You make this guy work very hard.
Yeah.
Very hard.
I need to murder my thirst.
And look, there's their website.
I'm finding out.
That's awesome.
That is awesome.
It's just water in the same way that a machete is just a knife.
I can put that on my bass drum. That's no problem.
See? There we go. That's excellent, man. We want you hydrated, man. I saw you guys play at Brain Dead. At the
okay.
and that's where I bought Velvet. Will you hold up that cool?
Awesome.
I know that's your most that was the one you had there for sale.
Right. Yeah.
But let's talk about transitive surgery, savagery. Sorry. All right. What's the news? Is it out now?
Yeah,
Okay.
it came out in November, so it's out pretty much every format except for tape, I guess. But yeah, CD, digital, vinyl.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, I should have had the most recent one here. Then. I'm sorry. I've got that.
No worries.
Yeah.
We'll get you
We
one.
should have
Yeah, yeah.
We'll
back.
get you one.
Completely
Don't worry.
forgot.
So this is progressive death metal, which really you don't think that goes together.
I think it does.
You do?
Yeah.
Okay. All right. I mean, there's some songs on here that are real mind fucks.
Yeah.
There are.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I
And-
agree.
So what was the approach with the new record?
Well, I guess in general we wanted to make it a little more straightforward, but mess with things maybe more rhythmically as opposed to having more notes. So it's a little dialed back as far as the from a melodic sense, but from a rhythmic sense, I think it's a lot more varied, and we stretch things out a little bit. So we wanted to make it heavier too. So I think those things together kind of, I don't know, made it sound a little more unique than some of the other albums we did.
Cool.
But yeah, we're really proud of it.
Chord progressions are complex with you guys.
Yeah.
And then there's a song on there that is it's touch of grunge of sludge.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah, for sure. Yeah. And we typically, you know, we'll have a song or two like that, or at least songs that have elements of that, just because it's a big influence for us. Like there's this band called Ocean that we love.
The Ocean?
No, different one.
Okay.
Lesser known. Yeah, they're from
lesser known.
they're from Maine, I think, and then, you know, Neurosis and
It's just a doom band that's just extremely slow and just, I don't know. So we're all into that. So
You are?
yeah.
Cool.
Definitely.
Cool.
Yeah, that was a big influence.
Yeah.
So look, it's gonna be exciting. And go ahead, Jason.
I was just reminding him to talk into the mic.
Yeah, real close, man. We want your lipstick on the mic.
My
That
bad.
only
Thank you.
applies to Velvet.
I lick
She's
it.
an ectoplasmic whore. I mean,
I am.
all right. When Ghost Babes comes out, you guys gotta watch it. They're doing their own thing.
Yeah.
Subscribe.
Yeah. Our first season is mostly focused on Texas towns,
Okay.
and it's very Texas based. But then after the first season, we're going to branch out to other states and
Cool.
go to all the bigger ghost locations. So
Sounds like
I
a
would
song.
imagine you could get a lot in Texas, though.
Oh
You could
yeah,
film a whole season.
yeah. Our first location is Jefferson, Texas, which even Stephen King went there and stayed there and said nope in the middle of the night.
Steven
and left.
Spielberg, right?
Stephen King.
Oh, okay.
It was Stephen King.
Okay. And so he saw a ghost in the night, and so
Yeah.
now since then, Jefferson has been known as a ghost town.
Yeah.
That's cool.
Nice.
I want to go check that out.
Yeah.
Good for metal bands and good for inspiration.
Yeah,
definitely.
for sure.
Absolutely.
So speaking of inspiration, do you go out on your dad's land and just sort of like look at nature and build a fire, and that's or is it just everyday frustrations like a lot of metal bands?
No, I mean, going out there is more of like a personal thing for me, not necessarily these guys. I mean, they've come camping with me out there before, but
Cool.
it's not like it's not like a tangent. I mean, I don't know. I guess we're pretty much city boys, you know. Like,
You are? All right.
Yeah. So.
But I feel like we had an idea to do that for a little bit. It was just collecting all the wood that took so long.
Yeah.
yeah.
We had to wait for the burn ban too.
Yeah, it was
Oh,
a
yeah.
burn ban that had to be lifted. Yeah, there's all kinds of stuff.
But look,
Because he was serious with that hose. He was
Yeah,
ready to
man.
get after it.
look, could there be ghosts on that property? Just
Very
say yes.
There's a lot of
Yeah.
stuff buried out there.
Okay, well, so there you go.
I was going to say just old animals of Scott's pets.
Yeah,
No.
mostly, yeah.
No. We're going to call it an Indian burial ground. Because it might be.
What
They
part
may-
of what part of Texas is it in?
It's in Argyle. So
Argyle.
It's not
Oh
that
yeah,
far from
yeah.
here, yeah.
I grew up in Flower Mound,
Okay,
which
so
is
yeah, you know
the
right about it.
actual
Yeah, it's
site
right
of
over there.
Indian burial ground.
Yeah,
So
and it's right over there too.
yeah,
so,
yeah. I grew up in a haunted house. So
Awesome.
No, I just singling him because we love those overhead shots, and so but he knows to do that. Our engineer tonight is Ryler on the boards, making sure that we look good. There we are,
Hell yeah.
and sound good. Thank you, Ryler. All right, so you made this post about getting locked in a van, and so picture this, people. I read that and I thought this band is in their own van, ready to go to play at a gig, and you can't get out. Spinal Tap
So this is
story.
Yeah, this is a uniquely
a little different. But
pretty
close.
much my own fault, and it only affected me. So we played a show. We went to a hotel and fully knew that once you close so we have it's sectioned off, so there's a cargo area and you can't open it from the inside once you're in there. I had the keys, knew full well what was going on. I had it propped open. I went in. I think I was grabbing a backpack or something to wear. Like, it was real quick, grab it, go. And I walked in and I looked behind me and I saw it just close. And I didn't have my phone.
Like close it on its own, like it had a ghost.
Yeah, could be. Or I think I think it was kind of windy, so I knew immediately what happened, and I knew immediately I was kind of screwed. So I had the key, and the cruelest part about it was I had the key for the area that was locking the cargo part, and if I could have unlocked it, I could have gotten out, no problem. Couldn't get it to work, didn't, you know, no phone, no way to get in touch with anybody, and I think it was Jason who, after like 45 minutes, figured out like, and this was at like 2 or 3 in the morning, so
Figured out you were missing.
Yeah, it was fully possible that they would have fallen asleep, and I mean, it would have, you know.
I thought he was on his phone, so we didn't think too much about it. But then I saw that his phone was on the couch, and I was like, "Holy shit!"
It was like a group moment as soon as we saw the phone on the couch. We're like, because we thought Andrew was like out on his phone or something. Yeah, we're like, he's been gone for a while. What's up?
Must be talking to that girl.
Yeah. And then it was like, as a group, look at the. Oh my God, there's his phone right there.
Dun, dun, dun. But I remember 2 of us that were there, or 2 out of the 4 of us had already went to bed.
Yeah,
so he was running out of opportunities for sure.
The funniest part was I could see directly from the window the hallway that you would have had to take to get from the hotel room down to get me out. So I was just staring at it for like 45 minutes.
And if someone would come, you would like bang on the...
Yeah, well, I was... It was temperature-wise, it was fine, so it didn't really matter. It was just annoying, and I was like, I could be in here for 8 hours, or I could be in here for another 15 minutes. I don't know. So I just kind of like sat there and waited, and then finally... The most annoying thing about it was I knew that was a possibility, and I thought I had done everything I needed to do to avoid it, and then it just happened anyway.
Jason, thank you for going to rescue him, man.
Yeah. I could have died.
Someone had to do it.
I don't know that you had to.
I could still be in there right now.
All right, man. So I think there was this other article that Decibel magazine had. Ryler, there is a Decibel article. I think I sent you the link. That is separate from this one. They like covering you guys. They talk about Texas metal. That's good for our state. That's good for all the bands, and it's badass that you're getting representation like that.
Yeah. We've
There we go. Yeah, there we go.
Oh yeah.
Track premiere.
Yeah.
Abstracted Mind. Yeah. There's the fire again.
We did a whole run of promos.
Yeah, we had a couple of those. Yeah, they've always been real supportive, and we know a couple people there, like Shane, the guy that did the actual print magazine article. We've known him for a while. He used to play in a band called Playing Enemy. That's a huge influence on us, so it's been cool. They're great guys, and definitely, we can rely on them to write something good rather than some, crappy article or something that's not very
they write intelligently.
Yeah, exactly. And that's all we can ask for.
Yeah. And hey, you're playing at Gas Monkey.
Yep.
Coming up. Is that the one on the 31st?
Yes.
March 31st? That's next week.
Yep, next Sunday.
Week from tonight.
Sunday.
Yep.
Yeah.
With I Hate God.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
They're going to show up, right?
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay. All right. Good. Because
I'm
they
hoping
don't.
Those days are behind them.
Yeah, I think they are.
They've been showing up to gigs
reliable
for a while now. So.
All right. So if they don't, though, you guys play extra long. That's what I think. Some of your songs are, longer songs. So.
Yeah.
All right. So look what we have up here. The Obsessed, Mothership, Baring Teeth, I Hate God. At Gas Monkey on March 31st. This is and you're at Bar and Grill.
Yeah.
Please don't pay $400.
Oh yeah. Okay.
Whoa.
Only go with the 5 option.
Yeah, right? There's nowhere.
I don't know why they do that. Okay, so look, I think if you have a special table for VIPs or something,
and you get bottle service with that too.
Yeah.
So most of that,
numerous
most of that goes to the bar. So don't worry about that.
Yeah.
The Premier Cabanas is $400.
Yeah.
Well, so please buy as many.
Buy as many bottles.
Instead, let's get a lot of people there just paying the 5 or 10 or whatever regular price. Fair enough. That's good, man. So, I mean, you've played that stage before?
Nope. No. We were actually talking about that earlier because, only 3 dudes were trying to figure out how to, fill that stage. Because we've played big stages before, but it's always been kind of a struggle because you're only 3 guys. And, depending on where the drums are, it might be only 2 that have a huge amount of area to fill. So
what time do you want fans to be there for you?
Yeah, I don't know the set list times yet.
Oh, okay. But you'll put that on Facebook maybe?
Yeah.
Might be 7, 8, whatever.
It'll probably be before that.
Okay.
Pretty early.
Yeah,
but it's a Sunday, so get your ass out there,
Definitely.
metal fans.
Please
Come drink with us at least.
Yeah.
Early. We'll be there early, so.
Yes.
Yeah. You can hang out with us.
It's Sunday. You don't have much else to do on Sunday.
Exactly.
Sunday fun day.
Yeah,
Yes.
And
it's
enjoy
true.
I Hate God. So.
Yeah.
I hate God, so we're going to do some worship, but it's satanic worship.
Yeah, that's what we're into that. So.
Yeah. Well, you're at the right show then. Right, Velvet?
I would say the politically correct term is anti-church.
There's an image of well, all right, we'll talk about it later. I got all my satanic imagery out here in front of you guys.
Yeah.
We just try and make it a three-dimensional image
Yeah.
that
Yes.
people see. So,
We get it. It popped as soon as we got here.
oh, nice, man. That's a good word coming from a musician.
Man.
He's using his studio lingo.
All right, so look, while we're on the topic of Gas Monkey, I want to highlight a few other of their shows coming up. And then we're going to talk about transition loss. Did I say that right? And translation. Sorry.
No, you're good.
All right, and how you can go there and see your album, order your album, etc. We want to support your label. But Ryler, I know I sent you a whole bunch of flyer information or info on Gas Monkey, and we support them so much. This is a great venue. So on their website here, you can scroll through their calendar and see everything that's coming up. Aborted Hell over North America with Benighted and Cryptopsy.
Yeah.
You guys probably be there.
I'm already
Yep.
going to be
Already
there.
got
there you go.
Idea,
There you
yeah.
go. I mean, is Cryptopsy kind of up your alley?
Yeah,
Similar,
Probably.
very
He
similar.
and I, in high school, we were big Cryptopsy fans.
I was actually
so-
listening to them on the way here.
Yeah.
So
They're Canadian, right?
And I
They
like
are, yeah.
Aborted too. Actually, we started listening to Aborted back then too. I guess,
yeah,
right?
like 02,
Yeah.
03
Yeah,
ish.
somewhere in there.
So in other words, you should be on this bill too.
That would be cool.
I
Yeah.
bought his drum video, and it came directly from him. It's pretty cool.
What to learn certain?
Yeah, it's just like his strategy stuff. It was like
Was
a
it good?
double one, and the second one was just like live footage. It was pretty cool.
Do you use double pedals, of course?
Yeah.
Yeah, and so he covers kind of technique and
Yeah. He's got a lot of different kind of tricks, So it's cool to just watch him because when you hear it, it sounds so wild. Usually, so
this happens to
It's
me
worth it.
at gigs sometimes. I just focus on the drummer's feet, and then I realize, the song's half over. I haven't really even paid attention to the lyrics, So I'm kind of a technical guy too sometimes.
heck yeah. I'll set up backwards so you can just watch my feet.
Why not
Rage
do
Against the
that?
Machine style.
Why not do that? The mic,
Yeah.
just put the mics in,
Rage Against the Machine, yeah.
Yeah, they used to do that.
or sideways.
Sideways,
I
yeah,
used
I've
to
seen-
do that,
I've
and I
seen that, yeah.
threw up one time like that, and it went as I was playing.
Yeah.
and it went towards the audience
Yeah, man, that's
fine.
metal. That's
in a
fine.
hurling fashion. Yeah, for sure.
Just put yourself on like a
He didn't
big
do that in
lazy
our
Susan.
band. He should have done that.
I said
in our
I'll
band.
drink more next
Yeah,
time.
We need to get him to vomit.
I was just sick.
Jason, man, I appreciate you doing that. I've seen drummers throw up. I have seen drummers throw up.
It's
and
really
usually,
hard to keep playing.
It is. If you're outdoors in the Texas heat, especially.
Yeah, and it'll do it to you too. Being out in the heat like that, it's brutal.
The band was Napalm Death.
Oh, it was.
I'm not kidding. It was in Austin.
Oh,
It was
yeah.
outdoors. It was midsummer. And so they finished a song. The guy stood up and just kind of hurled behind everybody. We didn't really know it had happened. But the lead singer, do not take this cue. He said, "Oh, sorry, our drummer just had to throw up."
Yeah, totally
I didn't.
call him
No
out.
one knew.
Yeah.
Really.
There's this. Have you ever heard of Arsis?
Yes, of course. He's been in the studio. James has
Oh,
been
really?
in the studio.
That's awesome. He's
Yeah.
one of my favorite guitar players. But I saw him one time at Ridgely Theater, like 2006. In the middle of a song, he just like spit up, like while he was doing vocals and playing, didn't miss a beat, and he just kind of went and just like kept going. It was one of the weirdest. Like I'd never seen anything like it. And he didn't like. If you were just listening to it, you would have never known.
Wouldn't know.
It was
Yeah,
crazy.
It's professional.
look. That's another band similar in style to you guys.
Yeah.
We
Yeah.
like Arsis. Would you say that or not?
Yeah,
Or-
they're a little more, I guess, melodic than we are.
Yeah, they stick to we're pretty abstract, whereas they stick pretty, they stick to a key pretty heavily. Like we're pretty abstract.
Before
mean
the
jazzy?
benefit.
Does that mean jazzy?
They're a little more shreddy, like
No.
heavy-
When you say abstract,
Oh.
Scott.
Dissidents, like you know, we kind of like we'll use dissonant chords more. He'll do like minor and different variations of that, but we're more dissident. But I mean, he's a great player, great band.
But Andrew, I'm sorry, man. You were saying shreddy.
And the ours is being a little more shreddy,
Okay.
with, you know, different in the sense that he, you know, he's essentially
he
better
like-
than I am.
And he also like
He
rips
is incredible,
solos
man.
and stuff. We don't have anything where we do
Yeah.
necessarily like a traditional solo or anything. It's like, you know, here's the key that we're in. We're gonna rip a solo now. That's not.
He plays
that's
stuff
not
I
our
wish
version.
I could play, and if I was that good, I would play stuff like
Yeah,
that. Like I would
he's
rip solos like
he's
that.
he's
Well,
a
I
great
mean, if you
guitarist.
added another guitarist, I'm not telling you how to run your band.
Right.
Would that free him up for solos? Or?
Yeah, there we go. We could.
Sure.
I don't know, man.
I can
still
really
don't
only
think I
think
could
of one person, you know.
That'd be James from Marcis, too.
That would
that would be pretty sweet.
that would be
that
I'd
would-
be open to it. I love that guy's guitar playing.
Hey, let's see what else is coming up at Gas Monkey, because there's a whole bunch. Look, Combi Christ and the Razor Blade Dolls.
My wife loves Combi Christ. So.
Personal friends of mine, Razor Blade Dolls.
Oh, yeah.
Scar and
I
all
saw
of
them last night.
I saw them
last night.
I
Yeah.
saw them at Reno's one time.
Yeah, I think I did too.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I remember them.
Yeah, man. And so you can scroll through those, Ryler. A lot of good gigs coming up. Besides Combi Christ, and there's YOB, Yob, and Voivod.
Yeah.
I'm in
I'll be-
one of that too.
yep, I'll be
I'm
there.
a big Yob fan.
I'm a big Voivod fan.
Are you really?
Voivod's
Nice.
yeah, Voivod's
Oh, my
awesome.
Yeah.
What's the guy's name?
All
Their
right.
current guitar player. Yeah.
So pause it right there. I'm sorry. Go ahead. Andrew.
Oh no, I was just saying. Dan Mongrain, I think is his name. He used to play in Gorguts and Cryptopsy, and like that guy's crazy. He writes all their stuff now. For Voivod.
For Voivod.
Yeah, that guy's just an incredible guitar player. So yeah,
Man, they
I'll
bring
be
the
there.
energy.
They do.
Oh.
For guys who are, I mean, they've been at it for so long.
Yeah.
It's crazy.
Yeah. Do you watch that drummer? Because he's badass.
I will
Yeah.
when I go.
All right. So if we go back to let's see, Vreed, yeah, Kalma and Vreed. Now Vreed from Norway have agreed to come on our show
Are you serious?
in like 2 weeks.
They used to play in a band called Vindir, and they're like,
Yeah, Vindir.
Vindir's one of my favorite black metal bands ever.
So you know the story.
Oh, yeah.
that's Vindir
Yeah.
without the one who unfortunately died out in the elements.
Yeah, hypothermia. That's crazy. I had no idea they were going to. That's awesome.
Isn't
I
it?
didn't even know they were coming.
Yep.
Yeah,
Gas
I don't
Monkey
think-
has all these fantastic.
Yeah, they really
bookings.
do.
Yeah,
They have a lot of
it's
good
almost.
shows.
I lose track.
Yes. yeah.
We were. We saw Flesh God Apocalypse there on Friday.
Oh, yeah,
at
Friday
the
night.
Hypocrisy show.
Hypocrisy.
And it was one of those things where like anytime they have the $5 or $10 ticket specials, I'll like buy
gotta
whatever
go
I think
for it.
is cool.
Yeah.
And so with that one, I was like, oh, I need to buy a ticket. And then I thought, wait a minute. I think I did buy a ticket, and it was like 5 months ago.
Yeah,
And I
you
was
already
like,
have
oh,
one.
The same
sweet.
thing. Yeah.
Yeah.
I lose track of what.
Same with that
tickets I bought
aborted
for-
show. I bought a ticket for that, and I completely forgot.
Yeah.
Well, see, okay, so here's what they do. Every once in a while on Facebook, they have a one-day flash sale.
Yeah.
$5 usually
Yeah.
for a variety of shows. So you just got to pay attention to Gas Monkey's Facebook page for these quick announcements, and then for all the upcoming shows, it seems like they'll do a one-day sale.
Yeah. It's great.
Yeah. it's
What
pretty
other
cool.
Gas Monkeys do we have, Ryler? Did I send you more? Oh, yeah, there we go. Psychroptic.
Yeah.
Yeah.
They're good.
Yeah,
I
Psychroptic's
like them.
awesome.
Cannabis Corpse. Another band that's that, I don't know,
Yes.
somewhat similar to
Yeah.
your style of death metal.
69.
There's a big one I'm excited about, and Velvet 2, and that is the Finnish vampires, as they call them, the Helsinki vampires.
I'm a Finnish fangirl. Any Finnish metal rock, yeah.
It's been 10 years since they've been here. That's goth rock.
Cool.
Wow.
Yeah. And then Chaos and Carnage with Whitechapel, Dying Fetus, Fallujah. Look at all that.
Revocation.
Revocation.
Yeah.
them too.
Revocation.
Yeah, Revocation's awesome.
Buried above ground. Buried above ground. That could be it. That's cool. All right, and then and then here we go. We circle back to Bearing Teeth,
That's us.
opening for I Hit God.
Definitely excited.
Be
about
there
it.
Yeah.
be there at whatever time the
Oh,
band
yeah.
designates on their Facebook in the next few days.
Yeah. Be there when doors open.
Be there early.
yeah. Be-
I want to say it's 7 o'clock. I
It's
think
probably
it is.
something like that. Yeah.
Because we play first.
Yeah.
That's what we're doing.
Do they tell you like a time limit, 30 minutes or?
Yeah. Typically, I'd have to double check. They send us all the information. I'm just blanking on it, but yeah, it'll probably be like 25 to 30 minutes, which is, you know, roughly what we usually play.
Okay.
Anyway, so
Look, does Jason like start if you want to add more songs? So you start playing faster, and then you can squeeze in another one. And...
No, he'll like look at us, and then it's like, "Do you want to play another one?" Like, but yeah. Sometimes if we get all amped, then we'll be. Next thing you know, we're playing our songs a little too quickly.
That's all right.
Yeah, it happens. It
I like
definitely
it.
happens to us.
I like it when bands do that, though. That's
Yeah.
always enjoyable to me, like the energy.
Yeah. We try to
Agreed.
keep it tight,
Agreed.
but I know a lot of bands that play to like click tracks and stuff, which is awesome as well. But just for us, we I don't know, we kind of like the organic feel.
We did try that a time or two, but
We
Oh
did.
yeah,
But
How was Hypocrisy?
they were good.
they were good.
Yeah.
And
Yeah.
so were you scoping out the stage? Like, we're going to be on the stage soon.
I was. I was worried because
Like,
we played in Houston maybe last year, and it was a stage of a similar size, and I remember it being overwhelming. Just it was huge. So now I'm like, I'm going to pregame for this and make sure that I know what I'm going to do. But I still don't know what I'm going to do. So who knows? We'll see.
one thing we do know is that when Baring Teeth wants to quench their thirst, they want to drink it from sustainable packaging and help promote plastic-free oceans.
That's right.
Yes.
Is that fair to say?
That's very fair.
And so,
I hate plastic.
death to plastic.
Death.
Death to plastic. This is
Fucking plastic.
recyclable aluminum. And look, did you know our oceans are being strangled? And I think, Ryler, I sent you a, yeah, there it is right there. Bottled water. Why? It's bad for you.
yeah, those photos depress me.
Isn't it?
Yeah, it's terrible.
Look, so plastic uses a lot of oil, tons of waste. We all generate it if we use plastic. And so that's why, you know, we recommend recyclable aluminum cans.
Yeah.
Just a shout out.
Yeah. And also they look cool and the design's cool on it too.
Yeah,
so that
they do.
doesn't hurt.
Man, this is cool that you're going to be at Gas Monkey in 1 week.
Yeah.
we're very excited.
Yeah.
Wow.
That'd be cool. Definitely came out of the blue. Like, we just got a random email. I mean, we played with I Hate God 2 or 3 months ago, but Gas Monkey hit us up and was like, "You want to do it again?" And we're like,
Yes.
yeah.
Of course we do.
No kidding. That's great.
Yeah.
It's
Because
probably the biggest show we've played in
Yeah.
quite some time.
I might be the biggest one we've ever played because we're huge fans of theirs, but I mean, we don't sound anything like them.
You don't.
But,
Right.
you know, we always like playing with bands that sound different than us, and obviously a band that's, you know, that we've loved for 15 or 20 years.
Yeah,
so
easily, yeah.
it was great. Hopefully, at the last show we played, it was at a place where there was no like backstage. So I wanted to talk to them, but there was no way to do it. So hopefully, be able to chat with them a little bit.
Good.
Yeah.
Yeah. So, yeah, good. Excellent. Excellent. Wow. Gas Monkey a week from tonight. And go to the Gas Monkey website and click right there for tickets. All right. So with Transitive Savagery, did the end result, was it what you wanted? It
Yeah.
was. So production and mixing and all of that was what you envisioned it should be.
Yeah. You know, a lot of it is, you know, the, you know what you want the listener to feel when they listen to it, but you don't know the specifics of like what you want the guitars to sound like or whatever. So it's kind of like you want the packaged whole to fit that image, I guess you could call it. But yeah, it definitely was what we was hoping it would be. And yeah.
I feel like, you know, the longer we've been a band and like the longer just in general as musicians, like we've kind of gotten better at getting a vibe and a feel for what we want and how to get there, you know. And it's like, you know, I feel like every record it gets a little bit closer, you know, like so I felt good about this one. I mean, it's definitely it's heavy, but it's still got like doesn't sound too squeaky clean, you know. It's still got some kind of organic, but it's really heavy, and I'm excited about it. Like, it really came out well. So,
Does Andrew write all the lyrics?
No, I write none of the lyrics.
Oh.
Scott writes all the
Scott
lyrics.
does it.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Scott, okay.
Which is, yeah, he just writes better lyrics. So, so I just don't even. Yeah, my lyrics are terrible.
yeah, I kind of started with he and I doing it, and then I don't know. I just kind of Andrew brings a ton to the band already, and I kind of felt like I was having fun with it at first, and you know, like No, I still do. That didn't come out right, but like, it just kind of came more naturally to me. So I just kind of started running with it. So it's always interesting to see whenever I bring whatever ridiculousness that I'm writing, and I haven't shown it to anybody, and then I just like sit it in front of Andrew, and I always just like look at his face to see if he gives me any kind of reaction at all. It's pretty funny.
The moment.
Yeah, like
So Jason, like if they bring like I don't know shitty lyrics, do you speak up and just say, hey, this is no good?
You suck.
I have a very like weak grasp of the English language, so I feel
Okay.
like
You just,
I
like-
just take the word for it.
All right. Come on, man.
I'll say this
That's
about
the funniest
Jason.
thing ever said on this show.
Jason has no filter, so like if Jason thinks something sucks, I will know immediately.
Well, that's good. That's good, right?
And
No, it's definitely good.
And I really do appreciate that. It's good in an artistic environment to push yourself and also figure out. I mean, you don't have time to mess around with. Oh, are you really digging this and like playing around? No pussyfooting. Give it to me.
Right.
Yeah.
Don't beat
There's nothing
around
to
the
do
pussy
with-
bushes.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it's just for the interest of the music and nothing personal.
Yeah, and
Gotcha.
Yeah.
that's one of the things about this band is like I don't think we have any material that we scrapped because like I think we all have such a good filter before we bring it to everybody else.
Yeah.
That like if it can make it to the point of like the full band running through it, then we know that it's probably going to have some worth to it. So same thing with lyrics and anything else.
Yeah.
So that's good because it makes the best use of our time, obviously.
We're going to ask Velvet if there are chat room comments that we can share that are not vulgar, or or even if they are, what the heck?
I don't. A lot of people are just saying hi right now.
All right, good. Hi to
And
Bearing Teeth.
Hello.
Ben said he loves prog metal, but I don't think they qualify in that.
They do. They're prog
do?
metal. Yeah,
Oh,
they're prog
okay.
metal.
Okay.
But when you say prog, sometimes people think something else.
Yeah, when I think of prog metal, I think of like
But I call them prog death.
old 80s prog metal.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Sure. Yeah.
Yeah, we're
Which I love. I like
Cool.
70s pro. Yeah, some of the best drummers were doing their best in that era.
You're
You know,
right.
Terry Bozzio and
Yeah.
stuff like that. And
Carl Palmer.
yeah, and it's a little derpy sometimes, but there's some good shit in there.
Do you, as a drummer, this is a drummer question, guys.
All right.
So you can like play
We'll
cards
go
or
over
something.
here.
I'll check out for a minute.
So I want to hold up Decibel Magazine again because your name is on the fucking cover. It's so cool, man.
Oh, there you go. Oh, Corpsepaint
Hold it up
show.
for you.
Oh, that's right. There we go. Decibel Magazine. So, as a drummer, do you find some of these old 70s records and where they have the long drum solos and like Allman Brothers or whatever, right? And sort of get into that, or
It just depends. I'm a big I listen to a lot of jazz, and so there's usually a solo, but it's my personal taste that I kind of like what they do better. No, nothing to those drummers and what they do.
Okay.
But it gets a little tired to me, sometimes.
a long solo?
Yeah,
Yeah.
even yeah. And usually you have to do something to keep people's interest besides be musical, and that's not what I'm usually about. So I try to listen to things that are a little more pure,
Sure.
and interesting, I guess. So yeah.
Is it fair to say the drum sound, Andrew, is the most important on a metal album?
Yeah, I'd say so. Because if the backbone of everything isn't there, it sounds weak. Then it kind of affects everything else.
Yeah.
But-
Yeah,
but-
I'd say so.
Yeah, does it drive you crazy to listen to an album from the 80s or something where it's just that crappy tin drum sound, and you want thrust and power and right in your
Boominess,
face.
yeah.
Yeah,
Boominess.
even albums that are recent. There's a couple that I can think where I'm like, man, the album's great and the songs are great, but it's hard to listen to just because drums sound plasticky or they just sound unnatural.
That's a good way of putting it. That's kind of what I was asking.
Yeah. So it
I
definitely
can't
does
speak
affect.
either.
Which is just weird because that's totally what they were going for, back then.
I guess
like,
so.
It sounds great.
Yeah.
Right, they must have because
This
everyone
fucking
did
sounds
it.
Great.
Yeah,
It's
definitely
it's
true.
funny to think about.
I know some engineer saying, "Oh yeah."
Yeah.
It'll cycle
We don't
back
want to.
around.
What do you
Yeah,
want to sound like?
probably
The
will.
Carpenters, where there's no drum hardly.
Right.
I don't know. Damn crazy. Gas Monkey. I Hate God. March 31st.
Yep.
With these guys opening the bill right there.
There we are. Ooh. That's going to be interesting because we sound nothing. I mean, Mothership's, you know, I've never met them, but they're a cool band, but it's going to be an interesting transition from us to Mothership just because we don't sound anything alike. It's a pretty diverse bill.
Does your audience look different than I Hate God fans? Or-
No.
No.
Yeah,
One and the
I don't
same.
think
All the
so.
same.
Yeah.
Okay.
I'd say they're one and the same.
That's a stupid
yeah.
question. I'm sorry. Yeah.
No, but I mean, I never really thought about it, but I mean,
Well, yeah, if you played
don't
us,
sound alike,
yeah,
but-
if you played us back to back, you'd be like, you may think that, but yeah, I would say that the majority of people who are into us are into them as well. You know,
Yeah.
So
Okay.
yeah,
All right.
same kind of people. So
Cool. Well, I'm going to get my hands on Transitive Savagery.
yes,
I said it right.
yep.
Yeah. Transitive Savagery. Hey, Savagery. Your translation loss.
Yes.
Lost? Loss.
Yeah.
Is a badass website, and it's got a nice description of the album and opportunity to order it there. And
Yeah.
I think I sent Ryler the link for your freaking label's website.
Yep.
There it is.
There we go.
Translation loss.
Shout out to Drew.
He runs
Mr.
it.
Yep, Drew Jurgens.
Got a lot of nice bands on there.
Yeah, no, I mean, that was one of the coolest things about it is just because we're friends with a lot of the bands that are on the label and follow a lot of the releases that they had put out prior. We've been just talking with him casually for quite a while. So yeah, when we got the opportunity to work with him, we were really excited. It's been great.
I think it's translationloss.com.
I think so.
Just
Yeah,
just
and then
easy. Yeah.
our website, BaringTeethMetal.com, just redirects directly to their web store too. So there's a
Oh,
couple
that's
different
right.
ones.
Okay, that's right. I did try that. Yeah, Bearing
Yeah.
Teeth Metal.
We used to have have its own separate content, but I mean, with Facebook and Instagram and all that, kind of useless to,
Yeah.
to have it for any other reason than to just redirect somewhere else.
But you got a great Facebook, and in fact, there it is.
Yep. There
Yeah,
we
who
go.
are those three dudes on the left on the couch?
We were at where was that? Oh, Killer Tacos. We played
played
there
a show in Denton recently.
a couple maybe a month ago now.
That is one serious looking band. Did you just eat a bad taco?
I just
or
try to
like-
keep my eyes open in photos. You know, I always look real half awake. Yeah.
No,
man.
no,
So,
no. Come
that
on,
was
man.
just my effort.
could
And
have been
it
a
went
bad
really
taco.
well. It
Yeah.
was really.
That was a fun show, though. Yeah, we were just kind of like, it was a super impromptu thing. I don't know why my legs are all splayed out, like I'm about to fall asleep or something.
Listen, you're just a comfortable man.
I was
Yeah,
very
so
comfortable.
Yeah. All right.
You just
I was
lay it
relaxing.
out there,
all
man.
natural.
And of course, you were not in a van somewhere. That's behind you, so you
I-
feel good. You just want to
I
relax.
made it out. I was not in the van that night, so I felt good.
Yeah, I think
It'll probably happen again with
Yeah.
one of us.
Oh,
Well, when the
undoubtedly.
We didn't
groupies
fix
drag
it.
you into the van, I'm sure you'll want to have it locked.
Wait,
And
I don't
when-
know anything about any of that.
Oh, okay. When the van is
not
rocking, you know what I'm saying.
Van never rocks. That
Oh.
van is
if it's rocking, it's because Andrew's locked in it.
yeah, but I'm trying to get out.
I mean, we're all men. We have to release our tension somehow.
Hey,
so,
man.
you know. We're glad you're here, Velvet.
We could rent
Yes,
out our
we're
van
very
to
glad.
people who need to release their.
Yes.
It's a hot
Be a good
spot.
way to pay for it.
Now, don't steal my idea. Because
man.
I had
Yeah.
that first.
Yeah.
But,
People have made similar comments about the van before.
so is it a good conquest van? Should we say?
No, we're all in very long-term relationships. That van
Oh, okay.
is awful. In
I
the
thought you
sense
were
of-
going to say haunted because Velvet was leaning into the mic really
Yeah,
close.
it's a beat up old construction van, but
Yeah.
it runs like great, but it just looks like garbage, and obviously it traps guitarists. And
We essentially had to disassemble it before we could use it because it had shelving and
Yeah.
it had a lot of stuff in it. So like we had to take it, all the stuff inside
it's
apart. So
DIY right there.
it's just like a shell of a vehicle. There's
It's a prison.
boy.
It's a
It's a
prison.
prison.
It's
No,
a
it-
prison back
I mean, I
there.
got locked in there.
Get locked in there, man, and you get. Yeah, there's a great in there. Can't see shit.
We played Oklahoma City last week, and I drove separately just because, truthfully, I didn't want to be in the back of the van.
all drove
You're
separate.
kidding!
No.
Who drove the
No.
van?
I
Scott?
did.
All right.
I did, and I had my wife with me, and it was just her and I. So
Yep.
Okay. Any fun happening in the van? I'm just asking.
with her and I.
Yeah.
Oh well, you know,
Uh-oh.
not that time.
He doesn't kiss and tell. That's kissing and telling.
I
You
know. I'm
don't do
sorry.
that.
Oh,
I'm sorry.
she wouldn't mind. She likes that kind of stuff. So
Okay. Well, I hope she's watching. All due respect. So for Scott's
Yeah,
wife,
There you go.
Mrs. Addison.
No, I was gonna say, like, I've been on a lot of tour buses in my life, and none of them I would ever have sex in. It just smells in there, like a
does.
bunch of dudes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And
dudes. And
especially
dudes
if there's a
smell.
bathroom on the tour bus. Oh hell, no,
You don't use that bathroom.
no, you don't use that bathroom ever, girls. Don't
Yeah,
do it.
Don't do it. Okay.
Yikes.
So we're gonna take you out. We're gonna take you out with the title track on this video. This video, yeah, from Baring Teeth playing Gas Monkey on March 31st. And
that's me.
oh, look, there's your Twitter.
Check it out.
Hey.
Very cool. That must have been you. You were headless, but we saw your
Guitar
guitar
playthrough.
Yeah, guitar playthrough.
guitar playthrough.
Yep.
what it was, yeah.
There's Andrew.
Yeah, that's me.
Very good. And so let's show that video. We're going to say adios to you guys. Thank you for joining. Thank you for making time to be
Yeah.
with us.
No, hey,
Man,
appreciate
thank you.
Thanks for having us.
Yeah, this is
We
awesome.
support Baring Teeth, and we support Texas metal in general.
I
So-
really
Yeah.
appreciate that.
Yeah,
Yeah,
thanks.
brother.
I'm sorry?
Oh, he said hell yeah, brother.
Hell yeah. Hell yeah, brother.
Hell yeah,
Hell
brother.
yeah, brother.
Hell yeah.
Hell yeah, brother!
That's what I'm
Yeah.
talking about right there.
He has given us the Texas.
Right. It's I Hate God night.
Yep. That's gonna be fun.
Thank you, guys. So we're going to show this video. We're going to say adios to you, and thank you very much for making time for us.
Yeah, thank you.
There it is, right there. That is Baring Teeth. And the song was Transitive Savagery, the title track from the new record, Velvet.
Hell yeah.
Heck yeah. So what we're going to do is try and connect right now with the Darts, who have made a surprise guest visit on our show to talk about their new forthcoming album. And what is it called? I Like You.
But not like that.
There's a comment in there. Yeah, we got to ask them what that means. But we like the Darts, and they're on Alternative Tentacles Records. Yes, that label does still exist. So shout out to them and the Darts, and we hope that we can chat with them here shortly here on Skype. Now, we're going to Punk Rock Bowling, Janie Slash and I.
I'm jealous.
You were just in Vegas, though.
I was just in Vegas. That's why I'm not going.
Did you gamble or walk the streets and see any stilt walkers or tell me?
There were no stilt walkers. It was all showgirls or Chip and Dale guys trying to get money for photos
on the street.
Yeah, and they
Gotcha.
weren't even good showgirls. Like they were like, I hot glued this costume together kind of showgirls.
Oh, hello, Darts.
Hi there.
Hey, hi. Do we have Nicole?
Yes, we do.
Hey, we're going to try and connect with you on video. So
Okay.
bear with us a second. So are you able to see us?
No, I can see my thing, but not yours.
There you are. We see you now.
Okay.
Good to see you.
You too.
You have got to be excited about, and hey, our guest co-host tonight is Velvet Mystique. She is sitting here to my right.
Hi, Velvet.
Hi.
You have got to be excited about this. We were just talking about I Like You, but not like that.
Yeah.
I'm
stoked about it.
and so have you, all right, can you, I don't know, do you want to kind of, Velvet, you take it from here. I just want her to kind of describe the album and the sound and such.
Sure. So the actual album title, how did you come up with that?
We were on tour in Europe, and we were getting all these creepy Facebook messages from guys we didn't know.
Whoa!
Been there, I know that.
Yeah, and so as we finished our gig that night, we were loading out in the van, and I think it was Christina said, I just want to say I like you, but not like that. And,
yeah.
We all died laughing, and then really wrote, that's a song on the record, and we wrote the song together in the van as we were driving back to the hotel that night. So it just all kind of came together really quickly. It's from the heart.
She wrote it in the van. The band wrote it in the van. That's a creative spot. We've been talking about van creativity all show.
Oh, perfect. Okay, so yeah, I mean, everyone was just spitting out things they want to say to these guys, and these creepy things. Like, oh, it was just it just flowed, and we had a song.
So Nicole is on the organ out in front. And she normally just knocks it over and there's chaos and people go nuts because you have such a great band and you just keep the beat going and you're able to still play this thing even though it's on the ground.
Well, yeah, I wouldn't say I knock it over. I say I love it gently to the ground.
Oh, okay.
It's expensive. It's very expensive.
Yeah.
I have loved things to the ground sometimes. I mean, yeah, see? I like you, but not like that.
Exactly.
Oh, this is fantastic. So when does it come out?
May 24th. We're actually playing at the Punk Rock Bowling Festival in Las Vegas. Wait.
So that's like a day before it starts, right?
Right.
Memorial Day weekend.
Right. So we actually play on the 26th, that Sunday of that weekend. And that's going to be our official release party is that show. And the label, Alternative Tentacles, is going to have a booth at this festival where we're going to do signings, and they're going to have scavenger hunts, and they're going to do live screen printing of our logo on stuff, and it's going to be really fun.
So I could get a tattoo of the album cover?
Ooh.
I mean,
you can at least get a t-shirt.
Yeah, I can get, yeah, there you go. Hey, look,
Yeah.
So,
We'll work on that too.
Hey, I am going to Punk Rock Bowling, and we'll look for you, Nicole.
Excellent. It's going to be so fun.
My God. And is there an idol band? Is there a band of yours that maybe is an idol that you're excited about seeing?
The Coat Hangers. I'm a big fan of the Coat Hangers, and I've only had a chance to see them once live in Phoenix, and they're playing, I think, either right before us, the same day as us. So I'm going to be running around trying to see them and do our set, but it's going to be totally worth it. They're so good live.
Velvet is monitoring chat room in case
we get some good questions. And I'm only asking the good questions.
Good.
You might need to tell some people I like you, but not like that.
Yeah, I like you, but not like that.
I like your question, but not like that.
Velvet, look at you. Look at you. You got the whole screen to yourself now.
I do.
You look good with that red darts background.
I do. I'm loving the back costumes, by the way, that you have for that shoot. I have a friend who owns the same one. She got hers on Amazon, but it's just so cute. I think those just look cute on anybody.
They do. They're sort of retro, and they're super comfortable. And no matter, we've worn them on stage on Halloween. We've worn them on stage on New Year's. We've tried to get as much as action as we can out of them. And they're like the best. They make you look great no matter where you are. And any life awesome.
Yes.
It's the best costume ever.
So, in case there's people out there who haven't listened to you guys yet, how would you describe your sound?
I think we're rock and roll, but I think we tend towards the garage side. Okay. And then there's a little bit of girls screamy vocals together, kind of gang stuff going on, and so you get this. I think it's kind of unique. Maybe people don't, but it's sort of the sound of girls having a great time screaming together over incredibly tough music.
Sounds like my kind of band.
Yeah.
I know, and Ricky keeps the beat going the whole time.
Ricky's amazing.
Isn't she?
Yeah. Just got a Ludwig sponsorship, and we're doing really well right now.
Isn't that great? What did I tell you, Velvet? This is a band that came on the Corpsepaint show, and now look at you. I don't know. I can't.
We're still on the Corpsepaint show.
Woo! Yeah. And so don't forget us when you get really big, okay, please?
You don't forget us, I won't forget you.
No, I never will. And I'm excited about seeing you guys at Punk Rock Bowling. That will not be missed. Our normal co-host is Janie Slash. She happens to be in New Orleans this weekend, but she and I both will be there at Punk Rock Bowling.
Awesome.
Hey,
There's so many good bands. Ugh.
Oh, my God. I mean, can you believe the Stranglers, the Specials, and Rancid? And
there's so much going on. We're actually going to get in probably Friday night just so we can hang out all day and just watch bands,
Yeah.
So you said you're going to go watch the Coat Hangers. Now, do you mean out in the audience?
Yes.
Oh, I'm going to look for you.
Unless they let me dive on the stage. I mean, we'll see what happens. But.
Gotcha. So, look, have you heard the Coat Hanger song, F the NRA?
I have, yes.
Oh, my God. What a band, right?
They have a lot of courage, those girls, and that doesn't surprise me. You watch their show, and they speak from the heart, They tell you what's on their mind no matter what, and that's one of the reasons I love them.
I agree. And, I respect people who are committed to their message and their passion and don't care where the chips fall if they say it. And I'm just really respectful of that. They just played Dallas. And,
cool. Was it Three Links?
It was at Club Dada, which is real close to Three Links.
Yeah. I think I know where it is, yeah.
Yeah.
Cool. How was the show?
Well, as it turned out, Velvet and I had to be next door performing for Deadly Sins Burlesque at Wits End Club. And so I wandered over there a little bit, but I really was not able to catch it because we were committed and we perform in a separate show the same night.
Gotcha. Well, that's legit. That's the only reason I would miss their show. It's for my own show.
Yeah.
There you go. Yeah. But all due respect to them. And we look forward to seeing them. And I'll look for you in the audience and seeing you and the Dead Boys and Stranglers and Specials. And wow.
I know. The Dead Boys. God. So weird.
Can you freaking believe it? Hey, is Punk Rock Bowling going to have pool parties? Do we have pool or do we swim while you play?
I don't really know. This is our first time there. We've been trying to get on it for a while, and our other bands too. This is the first time we've been invited, and I don't really know the drill except that it's our album release. So I think we're going to be running around a lot, trying to get the album out to everybody who needs it and that kind of stuff. But yeah, there better be some pool parties because Vegas in May can really roast you.
Yep.
Yeah.
So did you have pool parties when you were there? So
no, it was actually pretty cold there when we went.
Velvet was there about a month ago.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah,
actually,
okay.
No, it was 2 weeks ago that I was there. The first part of March we were there, but it was still too cold for the pools. They had all the pools covered up and the doors locked to the pool area. So, but I'm not a swimsuit gal yet. I need to get my summer body back. So I was okay with that.
All right, gotcha. But Nicole, you and I, we're going to bring our swimsuits just to be safe.
Oh yeah, darts don't go on tour without swimsuits. That's one of the rules.
Oh, well, tell
You
us
just
the
never
story
know.
behind that.
And that's gonna need to happen, you know.
Okay, so do you mean you stay in hotels and frequently there's a pool? Is that what you mean?
That's part of it. Or we stay at friends' houses or whatever, and they have hot tubs and pools and whatever. There's nothing better after a show than jumping in the water. So
Yeah.
Are you proud of this new record?
This is the best thing. And I know we've been a band only for a couple years, but oh, sorry, that's my cat.
Oh, no, that's fine.
Yeah.
We love animals here.
This is Chloe.
Chloe?
Who wants to be on the air, obviously.
Yeah.
But so yeah, we've only had like 2 years together and about 3 albums if you count 2 EPs and a full length. So this is really our 3rd record, and it's so much more complete. I don't know what the word is. It was a lot of writing it together and just having performed and toured a lot, and going to Europe like 5 times in the year and that kind of stuff, and like just trying to hone in what we wanted to say and how we wanted to say it. And then the other big influence on this record that you don't hear on the other ones is Jello Biafra helped us hone it in.
How nice.
He's the one putting it out, and he had a lot to say about the tones and the sound, and we all just kind of narrowed it down, and it's really the best thing we've ever done. We're totally excited about this.
What I hear you saying is the mix is very strong. And
the mix is strong, the vocals are up, and these are all things that Jello demanded.
Yes, good. You want the organ up, you want guitars up, you want vocals up, you want strong drumming, and so it's fantastic. You're on Alternative Tentacles.
I know. It's one of our favorite labels ever, and to be on it is just crazy. It's crazy to get text messages from Jello Biafra. That's what's crazy.
Oh my God.
Yeah.
You got to tell Tui that.
I will.
That a friend we know gets texts from Jello.
I'm sure.
And not just about music, about politics, about anything that's on his mind.
Oh, okay, gotcha. And he has a lot to say. I know.
Yeah.
Hey, look. So, all right. So let's review.
Okay.
Let's review, Velvet. All right. So first off, they're friends with Jello Biafra, who just helped them put out this new record because they're on his label.
Yeah.
They just toured with the fucking Damned.
Dang.
That was so amazing.
Nicole, you're hanging out with the Damned, with Jello Biafra, and you're going to punk rock. What is 2019 the best ever?
It's insane. The first gig out of the box in 2019 was opening for the Dwarves here in Phoenix and having Blag take us out to dinner. Like it's just the craziest.
Did you have to tell them you like him, but not like that?
Right. Sometimes we do that, but we don't say it to their faces so much.
Oh, okay. Okay.
This album is for everyone. Let's say that.
For sure.
There
Yeah,
you go.
of course. So what was it like with the Damned?
Oh my gosh, they're the coolest guys. They're
Aren't
not
they?
They're not just total pros at the music end. They're hilarious, and they're super personable, and they hung out with us all the time. They would like, Vanian would like leave the stage before his encore a lot of nights and just hop into our dressing room and say hi and hang out with us, and then go back out for his encore and stuff like that. They're just hilarious. We had so much fun.
And Captain is a fucking comedian, isn't he?
Oh my gosh, you can't keep him down. He's nonstop, day and night. That's how exactly what you see on stage is exactly how he is backstage. It's exactly the same thing. He spent tons of time with like the other guitar players in the other bands on this tour and like showing them stuff, and it was just amazing. Every night was amazing.
This is I can tell by the excitement in your voice how cool that must have been. And if you're a casual Damned fan, explore all the dark corners, Velvet. Explore all the dark corners because they have so much that is.
Gosh. They're set top to bottom, and they would change it up a lot of the nights. Top to bottom, you could not take your eyes off them. That's how great they still are. It was so inspiring. A new band like us to just be in that every night. It changes your outlook on how to do this stuff.
Cool.
It's great.
Cool. And guess what? The last time I saw them live was guess where? In Phoenix.
Oh wow.
Yes, it was at that club where all the bands come through and play. And yeah, I was in your town, and that's where I saw them. And I saw them here in Dallas, and then went out there and saw them there too.
That's awesome. They never let you down. There was not a single show where they let anybody down. It's just amazing.
Well, and so you don't let people down either. I know you go on these long tours and you bring it every night.
Try to, yeah.
and they do it in high heels and they do it in sexy outfits and they have to deal with the creeps sometimes, but they bring it.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, that's all part of the fun. I think that's part of the entertainment value for us is what can we do in these heels?
Yeah.
How long can you leave your bat jacket on before you get it so toasty you have to take it? There's like a million tiny little self challenges throughout the entire thing.
Throughout the set.
How long can I stay down with this giant Farfisa on me before I have to get up and so I can breathe?
I like your organ too. I want it on top of me. I mean the Farfisa. Okay.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Not like that, but not like that.
Not like that.
Not like that. Hey,
Right.
but look, Velvet, here's the thing. She's talking about wearing high heels, but you know what? Halfway through the gig, she gets barefoot.
Well, you would have to.
Well,
She's
then once you're
At some
barefoot, you
point.
can jump on everything
Yeah.
and jump in the crowd and get on the bar. And
You don't want her to break an ankle, do you?
No, I don't.
That's
no.
how you break an ankle, is jumping around in heels. I would know.
Exactly. Did you break an ankle?
No, I did sprain an ankle on
Oh,
stage. I'm a burlesque dancer, so I have sprained an ankle on stage after falling 3 times in high heels because there was a dip in the stage that I was unaware of, and I kept hitting that dip. So eventually I
know
just
so well.
threw them off, did my performance, and like limped away. It was great.
Oh my gosh. You know what? When we see a dip in the stage, we have our crew come up and put a giant taped X over it.
Oh.
So
That's
I
smart.
walk around it because it'll kill you. It's the weirdest thing. It just tips
Yeah.
you right over.
If you
Yeah.
put a stiletto in it,
Yeah, no, like I've performed with holes in the stage,
Oh,
dips
God.
in the stage.
You got to work on your venues.
Yeah, I've even back in my belly dancing days, I performed on a metal stage barefoot outside in 110-degree weather and came off that stage with 2nd-degree burns on my feet. Because I
Fire
was
dancer.
that dead. Belly
Yeah.
dancer, belly dancer.
No, but
yeah.
fire dancer.
Yeah,
it-
I kind of like that. Yeah,
Wow.
yeah. That was the one time that I was like, never again.
Velvet, you reminded me. You're 1 year, right?
Yeah, this last show, St. Patty's weekend, was my 1-year anniversary with Deadly Sins.
Congratulations.
Thank you.
Yeah, and I felt
Happy
kind
goes.
of. I was the MC, and I felt kind of bad because I didn't mention that, and I apologize. So
Oh, it's
we need
okay. It
we need
wasn't a big deal or anything.
It is a big deal. You're 1 year with a great troupe, and so we need to emphasize that.
Yeah.
And it's never too late to celebrate it, by the way.
That's true. That's very true.
Yeah.
Agreed. Yes, agreed. Man, so you guys are all based in Phoenix.
No, Ricky lives in LA, actually.
Oh.
The rest of us live in Phoenix.
Okay, all right. And when you write material, do you all get together, or is it just maybe by video call?
We, I wish it was even by video call. It's basically one of us sending a riff, or in Ricky's case, a lot of times, since she plays drums, she doesn't play an instrument that makes tones, so she has this great song idea. She'll literally sing it into the phone, like la la la, do do do, and then I think it should go like this, blah blah blah. Okay, call you later. And then I take that and I make it into a thing, and then I send out a demo to the band, and but if any one of us can come up with the initial riff, but that's kind of how it flows from there. And then she really actually has recorded everything you've ever heard from the Darts in LA and sent us the tracks, and then our producer here, Bob Hogue in Phoenix, records us here, the 3 of us, and puts it all together. So it's very cyber.
To me, that's very intriguing. I don't know. It is.
It's kind of cool. I mean, a lot of bands probably wouldn't like to do this because they might think it steals some of the fire out of the sound, but
Yeah.
we actually love it because each of us are performing it alone, essentially, in a room, and you can really get into it when you're just by yourself. You can do it as many times as you want. You can take your time. You can, you're just alone. You don't have the whole band's pressure. You don't need 4 people getting it perfect on one take.
Yeah.
And so it's really freeing and it's really creative. And you come out with you walk out of there at the end of the day and you're like, I think I did some really good stuff in there because I had, that presence of mind by myself to just sit there and do it. And it's kind of cool. I think it works.
And Velvet too. I think the band embraces something that Captain Sensible says, and that is, it doesn't have to be perfect.
Exactly.
Yeah.
That's everything this band is based on. It has to be fun,
Yep.
and it has to take us to exotic places, and it doesn't have to be perfect. That's the rules.
Good.
Yeah. And we live by
Perfect is
that, you know.
boring.
It's really helped us. We don't think too much about it. We just let it come out and then just put it out there.
Yep, it's inside you. It needs to come out. It needs to be done in a fun way because that's you. And like you just said, Velvet, perfect is overrated.
Well, I didn't say overrated. I just said boring. Perfect
It
is boring.
And you know what? It's almost easy now to do anything perfectly. You can auto-tune stuff, and you can put your tracks in the perfect rhythm, and blah blah blah. It's so much more refreshing to just hear it for real. I think.
Okay. Sorry, I'm back.
That's okay.
What?
I like sloppy. That's a bad word. I'm sorry. Didn't mean that.
I do too.
No. But I like something that's not like you said. There is a tendency to use auto and this and auto that and make everything just exactly line up.
Yeah.
But fuck that. You want to have fun on stage. You want a fun sound on your record, and put those vocals in front.
I think the word
Finally got tucked into that on this record. Yeah.
Yeah, I think the word he was looking for was raw. He
Yeah.
likes that
Thank
raw
you.
sound.
Thank you.
Raw is
Yeah.
really lacking. I mean, it's completely lacking in pop music, but in rock, it's still lacking. I think, in my opinion. So it's nice to be able to contribute to that a little bit.
Heck yeah. I mean, what a great fit you are with punk rock bowling.
I know.
Right?
It's really fun.
I mean, these are bands that are not, they're not like perfect whatever classical musicians, whatever. This is punk rock. We want to have fun, and we want to dive in the pool when you're playing.
Most of them are like original punk legends that are playing at this thing. It's just amazing, and you're not going to get a taste of that from very many bands today, I think. Honestly.
Yeah.
When you're opening for the Damned, and just be honest with me here, I'm just sort of curious. You're opening for the Damned, and maybe you've got to win over the audience. Can you tell by the look on their face when you've won them over?
Yes. It usually happens about midway through the first song when we pick up the pace a little bit.
Yeah.
And then everybody who's kind of hanging back trying to buy a drink before the Damned come on.
Yeah.
Stops what they're doing, and they come up, and all of a sudden the whole room is full. And this happens almost every night about the same time, and they would stay, for the whole Damned. It was incredible. It's you can see when the switch goes off a little bit.
You can tell by their face.
Oh yeah.
Because you're a woman and you see things better than us dudes, right, Velvet?
We pay
That's
attention to
terrible
more
eyesight, but yeah,
detail.
I can feel it. I can feel it.
You can feel it. Yeah, probably. Yeah, I gotcha. I totally understand. I don't know. I think us dudes, we're not observant of all these little things, but you guys have great radar. Is that a fair word, Velvet? Great radar for
intuition.
Yeah, I think women, as a rule, for most women anyway, I don't like to generalize, but most women are very tuned into other people's emotions.
Mm-hmm. We're very empathic.
Yeah, kind of worried about what other people are feeling, kind of wanting to make everybody happy, and so yeah, you're watching for the reactions and trying to make sure everybody's having a good time.
Hey, we're showing some. We're scrolling through some great pictures of the darts.
Yeah.
And usually Nikki has her tongue way out. And so no, these are all good pictures, and she's a powerhouse drummer, and then it's you guys on stage having fun, and so wow, freaking darts. And did we mention the Damned are also going to be at Punk Rock Bowling?
Yes, they are.
Yeah, me and Tui are jealous of that y'all are going.
Oh wait, look at this, Velvet. Look at this picture. All right, so there's Nicole. She's still playing.
Oh, okay, now I get a picture of what she does.
This is what happens every night. Well, I don't know every night, but this is what happens. And there you are on the ground, but you're still playing, and the Farfisa is making love to you.
Right, musically.
Yeah,
just musically.
But not like that.
I'm sorry. Look, I'm sorry. My mind is there. It's because I went and saw Lords of Acid last night.
Oh wow, how's that?
It was wild. It was wild. There's sort of like the way you describe your show and sort of the way you describe the Damned. It just sort of builds in energy and anticipation and tease and excitement, and that's the kind of show I like.
That's awesome.
Yeah, they're wild. They're probably coming to Arizona soon, or maybe they already
I'm sure
have.
they are.
So
I'm sure they are. It's usually the next stop.
Yep. Oh look, see, she's barefoot right there. Do you play the keys with your feet sometimes? You do, don't you?
Not well.
Okay.
But there's some contact that happens, yeah.
Next time you're in Dallas, will you please let us know in advance that you come in this direction, and we will let get the word out.
Yeah.
Got it.
And we'd love to, just connect with you guys and say hi. And I Like You, But Not Like That is the name of the new release. Bye.
Now you're going to be using that phrase all the time. See?
I already used it.
There you go.
Yeah. I think every woman has used that at one point.
At least one point.
Yes.
And it's kind of a heavy thing because you still have admiration maybe for this person. It's not like there's anything.
Have a great time
Yeah,
together.
hang out. Yeah.
Yeah.
But you're all girl band. People try, I guess, cross the line. I don't know.
Oh yeah.
We don't have to talk about that. Fuck it.
Well,
Let's talk about good music.
Any girl on stage experiences that, where men think it's okay to touch us and talk to us and things like that. So I can understand that.
Any girl anywhere. I mean.
Yeah. It happens anywhere. I'm just saying it happens a lot to girls on stage because
and
we put ourselves out there more than other women have.
We had Shauna Potter on our show from War on Women, and she wrote a small book, a little booklet about geared to venue owners to have a safe spot and have a designated person and a bouncer or whatever as just kind of a person to go to if someone is getting in your space.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. So. Wow, that's an excellent idea.
You're familiar with War on Women?
I'm not. Great
punk band. I want you to check them out. Her name is Shauna Potter. Yeah, and I think it'd be right up your alley.
Sounds like it, obviously. If that's the kind of stuff she's suggesting, then yeah, I want to know all about it.
Please. Yeah. All right, so let's talk about the band. It's you, and of course we've mentioned your drummer, and so then Christina. Do I have that right?
Christina's on bass, and then Melissa Jackson is on guitar.
What's her first name?
Melissa.
Melissa.
Yeah.
Okay. Is she new?
She's newish. She came on board right before the Damn tour started, so last summer.
Okay.
And she's just been killing it. She's sort of a rock star here in Phoenix, and so when we needed a new guitar player, she came right on board, and she was ready to go on tour a week later. It was amazing.
Melissa. And she played. We just showed a picture of her, and she's playing that cool looking guitar. It's a badass looking. I mean, you got to respect anyone who straps that on.
Yeah.
She just ordered a new custom shop from Fender. Also, that's going to be the coolest guitar you've ever seen. We're just waiting for it to arrive.
Okay, so that'll be in Vegas.
Yeah. Oh yeah, for sure.
Dang.
Oh man. Oh, there's a cool picture too. Yeah, heck yeah. Well, I got a couple of shots. Maybe I took that one. That's at 3 Links in Dallas.
Oh, cool.
There's always a good time when the Darts come to town, Velvet.
Well, next time they're in town, invite me out.
I will.
There we go.
Okay. And so when people look for you on Facebook, do they have to type in the U.S.?
They should. It's just easier. You'll get there much faster.
Yeah.
Yeah, just do the U.S. But it's the Darts, and they're freaking awesome. Brand new release. What's the date again? The 24th
of May. It's already open for pre-orders though. They just started the pre-orders like yesterday or day before yesterday, and it's the coolest thing. You get a turntable slip mat with your pre-order that's got our picture on it, and you get special T-shirts and posters, and all the stuff comes with the vinyl that you can pre-order. So it's worth doing.
Definitely, we support fans. Go check it out. Now Nicole describes her sound as garage. It's fun rock and roll. That is right up the alley of any music fan. Any music fan who likes something that is just crazy fun.
Yeah. Even my mom likes it, which is, that said something. So there you go.
Shout out to your mom.
Yeah, well, I mean, she's like the kind of person who's like, just doesn't get rock music or anything, but she's like, I just love watching you girls. You're just always having so much fun up there.
Do you get mad when people say you girls? Or
I used to, and now I just realize that they could be saying you guys.
True.
I think I've called you guys a few times.
There's the cat. We're super proud of being female. There's no question about that. Yeah. And we're not going to hide it. We're not going to, pretend like we're dudes or whatever. We're just going to be ourselves. So, sorry.
Anything else going on? Nicole, we're gonna say adios. Is there anything else that really needs to be said that we have not covered? Because I want you to speak from the heart with whatever you would like to say.
Well, we are so grateful for all the love and attention that this band has gotten since day one. It blows our minds all the time. We're going to be in Boise in June at the Bash Festival with L7 and some other great acts.
Yeah, L7 is back.
Yeah.
I saw that the other day. And
They're coming to trees like shortly.
Yeah. Tui saw that the other day.
This
And
is
he was like, "Can we go?"
in June, so this will be like as they're finishing up that tour, they'll go on the next one.
Yeah.
And we're going back to Europe this summer for our release shows there, and then back to the U.S. in July. We're still setting up those shows, but those will technically be all our release parties too, all around the U.S.
Sweet.
I can't wait to hear this album. I can't wait.
I can't wait for people to hear it.
And so please tell me that obviously live you're going to play a lot of the songs off of it.
Yes.
Yeah, when we see you in
That's
Vegas.
with it.
Okay.
Yep.
Now, and I want to get some pictures with you if we catch up with you in Vegas.
You got it. Of course.
Man, this is great news. The Darts.
I'm so glad
New
you're
album.
coming. That's so great.
Well, it's going to be thrilling to be there and to see you guys and to see all the other bands on the lineup. Heck yeah,
Definitely.
fun time. But look, the big news is the Darts, I Like You But Not Like That, title of their new release, full length, fun, great garage. And it captures the spirit of rock and roll. It does.
It does.
That's you. That's you, Nicole. I'm super proud. I'm super thrilled, and I just want you to remain friends of our show.
Of course. Of course. Friends are friends, you know? Stick around.
All right. So anything else on your mind?
That's it.
All right. Much love to
Thanks
you.
for having me.
Thank you for making time to be with us today. I appreciate that. We tell people, we have a saying on the show, and that is, you know, you get what you deserve. And I think you guys have worked very hard, and you are getting what you deserve, and that is attention and recognition, and hopefully that means a lot of people digging this music and seeing you in concert.
Thank you. That means a lot.
All right. Much love, Nicole. Thank you.
Take care. Bye, Velvet.
Bye.
Yeah. We encourage people to think for themselves.
Yes.
And so when you listen to this album, I think you'll understand what we mean. Just have fun. Let your brain go.
Yeah. I agree.
They make rock music that has a message, but it's also music for your feet.
Dancing music.
You can be barefoot even. So,
I mean, you could be.
I think she's right. You know, it's a cool moment when it's probably happened to you on stage. You know,
Yeah.
maybe you see someone, you realize you've won them over after a little while on stage or something.
Yeah, I mean, sometimes the light's in my face and I can't see anybody in the crowd. And that's actually when I'm my most comfortable, is when I can't see anybody in the crowd.
Oh.
Because it's just me and the stage. So
Gotcha.
I can be as authentic as I want to be.
Do you pretend like you're just in your room and performing by yourself?
Yeah, actually, kind of. Well, you know, I can't fool myself into thinking that. But yeah, kind of like that. I kind of just go into my own space and I go. And it goes by so fast, it feels like 3 seconds I'm on stage when really I've been up there for 3 or 4 minutes. So.
We have another sponsor. It is Corpsefactory.com.
Yes.
Corpsefactory.com is a company we support. You're wearing,
I'm wearing the bird skull necklace that I got.
from Corpsefactory.com. Yes. They have a big event coming up. We will talk more about it. It is later in the summer in July, but there's their website, Corpsefactory.com. You can shop right there, and then we'll ship it directly to you.
Yep.
And they do have a lot of collectibles and jewelry and clothing and more.
And
So
if you live in the DFW area, it's free shipping, right?
I believe so.
Okay.
Yeah, I believe so.
That's what I've been told. I just wanted to make sure that was correct.
Heck yeah. So shout out to Corpse Factory. We love you guys. And more info to follow on future shows. Guess who we're having next week? Our guest next week
I don't know.
is Leslie Dean.
Okay.
Now, she is going to be making an appearance at Texas Frightmare Weekend. She will have her own booth or a table there for people to meet and greet with her. She is a former scream queen, and now she's a screamer for a great rock and roll band locally.
Okay.
But Leslie Dean will be here next week, and we're very excited about that.
That'll be fun.
Texas Frightmare Weekend is pretty darn awesome in and of itself. They have fantastic guests this year, Joe Bob Briggs and Sam Raimi and Bruce Campbell and so many others. Leslie Dean is on that list as well, and we're excited to have her in this very studio in 1 week. There we go. Texas Frightmare.
Oh, yeah. What's his face is going to be there?
Meatloaf and Elvira.
Elvira, yes. But I'm talking about, why am I drawing a blank? He was in Home Alone 2.
Tim Curry?
Tim Curry, yes.
Yeah, Tim
Thank
Curry.
you.
Okay.
Sorry, I don't know why I drew
Was
a
he in
blank
Home
on
Alone
that.
too?
Yeah, he was
was?
the hotel lobby guy, the
Oh.
hotel manager or whatever.
Oh, that's right.
Yeah.
Oh, right. When he had to say, I love you.
Yes. Yes.
That's right. Tim Curry.
Yeah, he was the very borderline scary-ish hotel manager that just hates kids.
Frightmare Weekend happens in Dallas at DFW, at the DFW Hyatt. Do I have that right? But it's coming up in early May. And so check out their website too, Texas Frightmare Weekend. We have a lot of great guests coming up on this show. But we also want to point out something that's going on Wednesday. I don't know if I told you about this, Velvet. But on Wednesday, we're doing Hearst Stuffing.
Oh, I saw that on your Facebook.
Hearst Stuffing. It is co-sponsored by Fangoria Magazine. It is at the Alamo Draft House, Lake Highlands. We have a flyer for the Hearst Stuffing. So the objective is to get as many people in the back of the hearse before we screen Phantasm. Okay?
Sweet.
So the hearse plays a role in the movie. We're going to cram people in the back of it. And it's the Hearst Stuffing flyer. Ryler, that is showing it for this Wednesday right in Dallas. Now, it's free to get stuffed. Yeah.
Of course it is.
It's free to get stuffed. I think you have to sign a waiver, and then we're gonna see how many people we can put in the back of the hearse. We're not gonna drive it. We're just gonna park it and then put people in the back. Oh, that's okay. That's right. Leave it right there. So, man, honors today to Larry Cohen, who died today.
Dang.
And he made that movie Q, and It's Alive, and The Stuff. So a shout out to him. I have some other pictures in this folder that I sent Ryler of action last night. And there is Lords of Acid, and you saw a lot of nipple tape at the Lords of Acid show. That's Marie Kay, their new vocalist, and behind him is Sin Quirin, and Sin actually is from Ministry. So they got a great musician from Ministry. Marie Kay's band is called Circle Unbroken, but she's now part of Lords of Acid. And look at that action shot. I'm proud of it. I took that. Yeah.
Those are really good photos, man.
Praga, the founder. Yeah, so it looks like kind of burlesque show going on, doesn't it?
Yeah. Well, they were supposed to have an actual burlesque show there, too, right?
Little Miss Nasty.
Yeah,
kind of did that. So that's Sin Kieran, Lords of Acid, but he's in Ministry. What a cool dude, and it was such an energetic, wild show. So we're going to scroll through these pictures, and isn't that a good one, too?
Yeah.
And there's Marie Kay shaking it. They let me get on the side of the stage, so there's some action shots showing the audience as well.
That's nice.
With the whole setup. That's at Trees in Deep Ellum, Dallas, Texas. And, of course, the name of the new album is Pretty in Kink. Oh, that's the lineup for that's the lineup right there for a Punk Rock Bowling. So for punk fans, you'll see on there the Undertones, the Dead Boys, the Darts, the Coat Hangers, Fucked Up, the Damned, Refused, Stranglers, Specials, Rancid, Hives, Descendants, all of them. And okay, so now let's move on to we were talking about Scar and Razor Blade Dolls
and Chris.
Yep.
That's Chris right there with I think that's Nick. Is it Nick? I can't tell.
Yes.
There's something in front of his face.
And so Chris, who is in your boyfriend's band.
Yeah, Bitrot. Yeah.
Bitrot.
Bitrot's his band, and then he plays for Razor Blade Dolls too. So it's him. It looks like it's him, Nick, Scar. I don't know who the drummer is because I don't see who the drummer is in the back. They change drummers frequently, so.
Okay, so that was last night.
Yeah.
At Curtain Club.
Dang.
One of the last shows.
Curtain Club's closing. Closing their doors forever.
Yeah, bad news.
It's going to be emotional for me because that was one of the first places I went to in Deep Ellum when I turned of age. So, yeah. It's going to be pretty emotional. But that's been a venue in Deep Ellum forever.
Hey, now let me have you pause there for a second. Now, this is Jenna Torturers who
Yeah.
also put on a freaking great show. And they had a stilt walker in the show. Yeah. And very good stilt walker. It was a girl. It was a girl, I'm pretty sure. And so
Looks like it.
I don't know if I have a couple more photos, but Jen, the leader of the band, was super energetic. And
She always is, though. She always brings a good show.
so, yeah, heck yeah. I don't know if I had any more of them, but at least that one right there.
Yeah.
So that all happened last night in Deep Ellum.
Yeah, I'm sad I missed it, but I wasn't feeling like myself last night, so I stayed home.
I understand. But it was Lords of Acid with Jenna Torturers and Gabriel and the Apocalypse, another favorite band of mine, as well. So, hey, I think our time is limited here, and we got to get rolling.
Yep.
What else did I send you, Ryler? Do you have the 15 seconds of sinkhole news update? As you know, in this show, we update you on sinkholes.
I think at some point we're going to need to...
And look, here it is right here. We're going to have to do a sinkhole, and you're driving along, and all of a sudden, whoa!
God. Okay,
The cement truck goes into a sinkhole.
this brings me all sorts of anxiety right now.
Now, is there anything more frightening than just being swallowed up by the earth? Now, we will help you prevent that by giving you sinkhole updates here on the Corpsepaint Show.
What?
Stay with us, please. Thank you very much, Ryler, for taking care of our show tonight. And shout out to our operations manager, Ziggy, who always is helpful.
Yep,
And-
and Chalk Block TV.
Shout out to Chop Block. We love Chop Block. Thank you for being our network as well. The ectoplasmic whore to my right, and I say that with all due respect, is Ghost Babes. What's the update? Can they go to the website? I mean, Facebook?
Yeah, the Facebook's up live. We have photos on there right now. We will update people during filming and all of that. We'll do some Instagram stuff as well, and we'll link that to our Facebook page.
And a reminder that you can get stuffed in a hearse on Wednesday.
Yes.
Look at our Facebook page for Corpsepaint Show, and I'll have it posted and updated there.
Yep.
It's free to get stuffed. Have you ever wanted to ride in the back of a hearse alive? Now is your chance. You can jump in. Check out our Facebook page, and I will provide the
Just
update.
respect the hearse. Respect it.
What do you mean by that? No, we don't want...
Don't trash the hearse.
Or relieve yourself.
Yeah.
Just kidding.
Don't scratch up the hearse, please.
Bye for now. Thank you very much, Ryler. Thank you, Velvet Mystique.
You're welcome.
Talk to you soon. We'll be back next week. Yeah, the Corpsepaint Show. Every Sunday we're here live. We're going to give you 90 minutes of live, great, irreverent shit. And also just talk about Satan and talk about movies and talk about metal and talk about Jenny Slash's weekly dose of horror.
Yeah. Texas Fright My Weekend. I am here with Dee Wallace. Don't stare at my boobs the whole time.
Sure, I do get comments from occasionally religious fanatics.
I've seen people stop and bow
Who want
down.
to wag their finger at me for being Satan.
The Corpsepaint Show rules!